And we're live. And with me, I have the quickly getting more and more popular Pat Boy Pat. Your boy Pat.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?
Yeah, but you're getting popular really fast. I mean, you're not there yet, but it's kind of like already you have um 800 subs.
Yeah, I said I'm getting up there little by little. You know, I've had a lot of help getting there. I've had shout outs from very popular people like Beware of Darkness, Suit Yourself, Jim the Ape, all of them.
Like I was thinking, like, how did you get that many subs so fast? Because you have more subs than me.
It's like well, how I really got like when I first started out, it's like I was just basically making videos, putting my thoughts out there, but my earlier videos I tend to like babble on a lot, like taking on videos basically so long, but and it's like what it was when I made one video about Jenny McDermott. It caught like a streamer by the name of the Willy Bumblebee. It caught her eye, and she started like talking to me little by little, giving me advice, and everything just started going on and on from that point. I started meeting her. I started meeting other YouTubers. Then you remember when it came that Message the Feminist challenge by that guy T. So I got challenged to do that right there, and that's when I met up with Feminist Flow. As you know him, he asked if he can mirror some of my videos to like kind of get me out there. And when he did that, then that's when I started really putting in some. That's when I got my first boost. I just had like a little small YouTube channel. I think I had like about 25, 24 subs at the time. But after he had mirrored my videos, then all of a sudden, about 100, I had 100 boosts like the next day, just like that. And I started meeting other interesting people along the way as we went on. People started inviting me to streams, and I started getting my opinions and my voice out there, just meeting all these great, wonderful, and interesting people, and just constantly making my videos about what goes on a day-to-day basis and what basically happens in our everyday life of all this craziness with the feminists, the SJWs, with Black Lives Matter going out there acting the way they act. So I make videos, I put my little salve on them, and people, if I'm lucky, they come to view them. They say, "Oh, I like them." They like them. They subscribe, and it just started building up like that.
Wow, that's really great. And somebody drew a little artwork for you, or did
Yes, like I got this for my birthday from a girl named Lisa 9025 because I asked like if anybody can do like some artwork out there, and I forgot who it was, but they recommended her, so I messaged her and asked her if there was any way that she can do like avatar art, and she said yes. Like, what are you looking for? So I'll send her a couple of pictures that I would like to do, basically like me with my with my side, and my Psycho Rick personality, like all put together, kind of like a little Two Face going on with the little hoodie. And she's like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And she's like, give me about a day. And like when I woke up the next day, she was like, hey, here you go. How you like it? And I'm like, oh man, and just in time too, because I celebrated my birthday Tuesday. I'm 38 years old. It came in just in time too, and I'm like, oh man, I just love this, and I've been looking for other artists who can do avatar for me as well, so I can like kind of like feature it on my channel and like try to get their names out there. But this is the first avatar. This is the first fan art and avatar art I've gotten so far, and I just love it. I just had to, I just had to use it.
how would you describe yourself?
I said I describe myself like in real life, but when I'm not on YouTube, it's kind of like both of the same ways. I'm pretty laid back in real life. I just basically I go to work. I earn my keep. I spend time with my kids. I try to be the best person I can. Friendship wise and father wise. And basically, I'm pretty much laid back. I can get along with anybody who can get along with me. But it's like when they just turn crazy and they try to do things like like I told you, how they going around the world with these feminists and these SJWs and these Black Lives Matter who are sitting up here trying to change everything to where it benefits them and make them feel good, and try to get laws changed to where they don't have to lift a finger to earn their keep, and they can sit up here and they can whine and complain. It's like that stuff I really don't like, because how I was raised up that you worked, you earned your keep. You didn't sit on your butt and just hold your hand out and expect everybody in the world to give you something while everybody's out there to bust their ass. So when people act like that, that really gets under my skin. And I've never been the type to just sit around and not do anything. I've always moved around. I'm always working. And now that I have children, I have two daughters and a son, and they're growing up so fast. I try to instill what my parents taught me into them. You work, you earn your keep. It's like, and I try to teach my son right now, who doesn't know the value of a dollar yet, that he's always expecting, like, oh daddy, can you give me this, can you give me that? So now I'm teaching him, like, all right, if you want these things in life, I'm going to start doing this. We're going to start doing like little jobs. If you do this little job right here, then I'll give you some money. Then I'll give you enough money to where the fact that you can go and do what you want to do. Then when he sees that he buys it on his own with his own money, it may start teaching him value more. That's like me, personal wise. But when I get on YouTube, oh yeah, I start having fun.
And you're a chef?
Mm.
You're a chef, or aren't you?
Oh yes, yeah, I'm a chef at my job that I work at.
So you have a real
Like
for cooking, or
yes, I cook.
yeah, like you have a real. Is that like your passion?
Yeah, it's like I have two passions. It's it's like if I don't cook, it's like I'm mostly into, like, exercising, wrestling. Like before I became, before I went to school to become like a chef, I actually tried to make it into wrestling. I used to amateur wrestle back in the day, the WWE ones, but my left knee kind of like went out on me, to the fact where it's like, like one good hit in it, and I'm pretty much, crippled. So I had to give up that passion. I had to find something new. So besides, wrestling, I love to cook. My mom used to always make, cook all the time, and we used to be all around her, watching how she made things. Picking up pointers on how to make like great food. Living down in the South, we love that soul food. So she taught me how to cook a lot. So I basically, just took that right there, and went to school with it. Picked up an associate degree. I want to, like, do more with it, so that way I can actually, I don't know, I might can, do my own thing when it comes to cooking.
Uh, have you ever thought about opening your own restaurant?
I've thought about it, but it's like right now I'm at a point right now where I'm more focused on taking care of my kids and trying to, get them started in life, before I can really, like, concentrate on me again.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because my kids come first over anything.
Have you ever been a feminist?
No. Yeah. And I don't think I ever will be, because, man, now I know there are some good feminists out there, but the problem is it's just too many of those radical, rabbit, cringy motherfuckers out there that just make you like, oh my God, what are these harpies?
All right.
It's like every time you turn around, you got one of these radical rainbow haired motherfuckers screaming misogyny, patriarchy, sexism, and calling this as sexist and this racist and this homophobic. And it's like, oh my God. Can't these women just sit down and enjoy life?
Apparently they can't, but there are good feminists out there. Like, um, I find JJ Tuss to be friendly and nice, just not mean or rude, radical, and
Mm,
patriarchy and educate yourself. At least she's friendly, And
mm.
I've had a pleasant conversation with Micaiah B, and I SJW 101. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy
Mm.
to me, at least.
Yeah, I know there are some good feminists out there. I'm still on the lookout for them. Like I think the first actual great feminist I've ever seen was Christina Hoff Sommers. I checked her out on YouTube, and it's like her videos. It's like she identifies as feminist, but she's not afraid to take on third wave modern feminism, like today's feminism as it is, and tell them like this is what's wrong with feminism right here and that and everything. And you see how the crazy radical motherfuckers come after her and talk down on her, talking about, oh, she has internalized misogyny because she's basically telling them about themselves, because they're nothing but basically spoiled narcissistic brats who just want attention and just want to like call everything sexist because it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, Kristen Huff Summers has been called a rape apologist.
These people, I'm saying, they call anybody anything. Basically, if you don't agree with them, you're sexist, you're stupid, you're a rape apologist, you're all this right here, simply because you don't agree with their narcissistic ass.
Yeah, so you never had feminism taught to you in the school system?
No. Mm-mm.
I was taught feminism in school, so that just shows the generation gap.
Mm. It's like I think, like I took my first encounter with feminists was when I was starting to go to college. It's like I was applying for school, and I had this one crazy ass rabid motherfucking feminist. Oh, this was like back in like 2014. It's like, oh my gosh, she was just one of those cringy motherfuckers, misogyny, sexism, smash the patriarchy, and all that. Basically, one of those poison Kool-Aid drinking, they just basically took feminism and eternalized and personalized it. And so I was trying to see exactly what this woman was all about. Like, why is she so damn crazy? So I'm listening to what she says. So I started asking her questions. And by the time I got to my third question, oh man, she just had it up to here. Ew, why are you asking me questions and all this right here? Don't you just realize I'm saying how, white people and all this right here and everything? Because you ever notice like when feminists and SJWs and Black Lives Matter all talk about people putting them down, they're so quick to blame the white man about everything. It's like everything is like the white man's fault to all these people.
Yeah, like it was make feminist a movie or make a movie feminist hashtag, and on the top was like
Mm,
this news article. I think it's not like an official news article like Washington Post. I think it's one of those really smaller
mm.
sites, and it's like, look at all these man babies complaining about feminism, and it's kind of like I'm a woman, it's kind of like you just called everybody who hates feminists a man, but I'm a woman.
I know, like they're so quick to, like a lot of these hypocrites today are just, such hypocrites. They quick to, I'm saying they quick to insult people just as fast as, like you're quick to insult them back. It's like they can insult you, but if you insult them back, oh, you're sexist, or you're misogynist.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like,
but it's like
go ahead.
make a feminist a movie hashtag. It's kind of like nobody was talking to her. Everybody was just having their fun. And
Hmm.
it was in this article saying, look at all these man and baby trolling. And then another one posted the same thing. It's like, look at all these whining men. It's like they're using the word man as an insult, even though it's kind of like there were women in the hashtag, including myself, but I've seen other women using the hashtag, but suddenly we're all magically men. And it's like, I got blocked, but it's like, it's that I am magically a man now. Thanks for that.
I know, and they talking about look at all these man babies, but I'm saying, but do you see men every day complaining about, oh, this is sexist, this is racist, this is homophobic about everything? How many men do you see doing that besides the male feminists, of course?
Yeah, the male feminists like Steve Shives, they truly hate themselves.
Oh my, I don't know what to say about Shives, man. Shive is just he is just a cuck. Like his wife must ultimately just own him.
Mm.
He has to be such a beta. It's like, ugh. who really wears the pants in that marriage?
Yeah, when it comes to Steve Strauss, I'm curious how he got his sweater suspended.
I don't know. It's like I didn't even know him, and I got blocked by him.
Uh,
It's like that's all he does. He just block people, even people that just says hi, blocked.
yeah, let's see, would you describe yourself as an anti-feminist?
I I don't know. I wouldn't say an anti-feminist is like it's like I can't stand like radical ideology. You know, the radical versions of an ideology. It's like because basically they all are like all the ideologies out there they have like this good version and they have these bad version and these like when it comes to feminism it's like there are some pretty decent one out there but you can't see them because of all these radical rabbit ass feminists and the things they do and the things that they're constantly complaining about. And that's the reason why a lot of people, really can't get behind feminism because they see all these crazies.
Mhm.
But as far as like it's like I don't know. I like I wouldn't call myself an anti-feminist, but I can see myself like siding with them a lot of times because of the crazy stuff that feminism does.
Let's see. Why did you start a YouTube channel? And if you have a different answer, then what's inspired you to make anti-feminist videos? Even though you won't call yourself an anti-feminist, your videos do lean towards that end of the spectrum.
Mm. So what started me on to make my video channel? Basically, like I said, after I had that little conversation with that one feminist that I encountered at my at my school. It's like that's why I started getting into it. I'm like, what is the deal up with this feminism? So I started reading up on it. I started like watching videos. I'm saying that's how I got to YouTube, and I started seeing like all these YouTubers when it came to feminism and things like that. And I started seeing crazy ass people like Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu, and all these rabbit ass fools like Jenny McDermott and things like that, and how crazy and insane they are. And then I started watching the anti version of it. And I started seeing people like, the Woolly Bumblebee. I started seeing people like, Feminist Flow and all everybody that we know right now. And as time went by, it's like, I think I studied it for about a good year before I really, started putting my videos out there. I think the first video I really put out was basically talking about when the cat calling came out about that one video that Rob Bliss did with the one lady Shoshana, where she was basically walking around the streets of New York for apparently 10 hours. I seriously doubt that. Walking around just getting supposedly catcalled by all these people. And I'm like, seriously, it's like if you look at this woman, she's basically walking around, wearing all this tight, wearing all this tight clothing. She's a beautiful person. Of course, she's gonna get guys, like trying to talk to her and things like that because that's what a lot of guys do. They see a beautiful person, they want to try to talk to her, and sometimes, in this society right now, a lot of women are quick to react to guys when they're trying to holler at them in the same way, like, "Hey, you're looking beautiful," like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Good morning," and things like that. Which what they were mostly doing to her, but the feminists were claiming that was catcalling because oh, how dare these guys try to talk to this one woman?
Yes, some
And
guys.
what really,
Oh, some guys just said good morning to you.
mm,
I mean, like good morning to the girl, and it was still viewed as
mhm.
catcalling. Mm.
Yeah, and that's what most of the comments were like, basically saying like "good morning," or they were calling her beautiful, and she was beautiful. But it's just simple fact. You know how feminists are when they want to sit up here and prove something, talking about oh this is catcalling, oh this is wrong, and then news media got a hold of it and made a huge big deal about it. But when I'm sitting right here looking at the whole entire thing, what it basically was is like when feminists talk about catcalling, what they really get angry about is they get mad that they want this type of attention. They don't hate it when guys catcall or when guys call them beautiful or say good morning and things like that. The thing is with feminists, it's like they hate that they can't pick, they can't choose who cat calls them and who can't cat call them. They want to be the type to want to go out there and talk about, just walk about and be like, nope, you can't cat call me. Oh, you're ugly. You can't call me. Oh, you're not my type. You can't cat call me. But then they see somebody who actually, he's sexy. He's nice right here. Oh, you can definitely cat call me. That's how I see it when it comes to them right there.
You know what? You just made me think about
Or maybe
something.
that's just my misogyny.
You know what? Now that you bring it up, have you saw Carlton T's video, the love letter, the open love letter to Justin Trudeau?
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Oh, you should go to Crouch channel and look for the open love letter to Justin Trudeau, where he translated some feminist BuzzFeed. He translated it into English. And it's kind of like feminists there are against catcalling, and you can't catcalling or sexually objectify women. Like you know how feminists are with sexual objectification. Lacey Green made a video on it, but
Oh Lord.
then there's Carlton T's video, open love letter to Justin Trudeau, and it was so creepy. It was like this really, really creepy love letter. I felt, sorry for the guy because it was fucking scary. I was afraid that this woman would stalk him, like just travel to like Canada to stop him because it was a really creepy letter. It was mind-boggling creepy.
You said it was like what from the women of BuzzFeed?
It was the German version of BuzzFeed, and Carlton T he
Mm.
translated it from German to English. It was really creepy.
I didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that video out.
I forgot
It's like I'm
that.
subscribed to him, but it's like I'm subscribed to so many people. It's like
Yeah. Um, I first heard about it when I was in Carlton's T channel, and it was like really funny. It was funny but creepy at the same time because I felt genuinely worried about Justin Trudeau. She was comparing him to a god. She was like saying, I prefer to pronounce it in French, where it's like Justine, because it is really close to the French word je t'aime. It was just like this really bizarre, creepy letter.
yeah. And I can't imagine living in Canada right now. It's like, man, it's like feminism just runs rampant up there.
Hmm.
It's like we have a feminist problem here in the United States, but up there in Canada, I mean, oh my Jesus Christ. When your prime minister is a feminist, something is like, man, something's got to give.
Yeah, yeah, like replacing like half the cabinets or whatever, half the senates. I forgot what with women though, making it 50% women. But it's like in England, people from England told me that some companies, women could get paid period leave.
Oh, that's it.
Uh,
Lord.
are you an MRA?
No.
Really? I don't.
It's like I can understand like men's rights activists, but it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. I really don't label myself. I'm just a type of person that like I don't take on labels, but it's like I speak on a lot of things that really work my nerves.
Mm. Let's see. Have you, at any points of time, considered yourself MGTOW, or is there any parts of the MGTOW philosophy that you agree with?
The only thing I can understand why a lot of guys go MGTOW, because if you see a lot of the laws now, I'm saying, especially like when it comes to like, relationships and marriage and all that, like, if a man and a woman gets married and, they decide to divorce, whether he leaves or she leaves, and during the divorce proceeding and things like that, man, it always favors the woman. It's like, man, when it comes to alimony, when it comes to the kids, when it comes to, I'm saying, like child support and things like that, it's like, she has a better chance of like, getting the kids, getting alimony. Basically, it's like, it's really, it's really rough on the man when it comes to like, breaking up. Even if she's the one that leaves him, like she still has a greater chance of benefiting from the whole thing. So I can understand why a lot of guys go MGTOW, but I really can't do it. It's like, it just makes me like really be skeptical when it comes to getting married. It's like, if I do, get married, it's gonna be to the right person, because me and that person is gonna know each other inside out. You know, I take the time to actually, court a woman, get to know her, like what she likes, what she don't like, all the goods, all the bad, and all that right there and everything, before we really take it up there to that level. Because that's what's wrong with a lot of relationships right now. Nobody courts anymore. It's like they just see somebody they like, they jump into bed. Next thing you know, oh, they're in a relationship.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Even like when I listen to MGTOW guys, it seems much more like they got with the wrong woman, because it's kind of like
Hmm.
I would listen to guys talk about why they go MGTOW, and they would just date this crazy radical feminist. And then next thing it's like all women are like this. Each and every single last
No.
woman is just like his crazy ex girlfriend. It's like you admit that you dated a radical feminist. How can you say that you dated a radical feminist and didn't say all women are like that? Not all women agree with feminism. And some of us, are trying to push back against the ideology. But it's nice that I
Hmm.
am being grouped in the exact same box as a radical feminism just because we share the exact same genitalia.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's really jacked up right there. Just because you have a personal bad experience with somebody doesn't mean that all people are like that.
Yeah, that's like having a bad experience with a black person, and then saying all black people are
Hmm.
niggers, or it's like having
Hmm.
a bad experience with a white person and say that all white people are racist and like supremacists.
Hmm. Which is what's kind of going on with the Black Lives Matter movement right now. It's like right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, they're just sitting up here and they're taking like every case that involves, I'm saying, cops, with black people, black suspects, getting shot and killed, and they're just taking that right there and they're just screaming like racism. Started, I'm saying, with Trayvon Martin, then I'm saying with Mike Brown, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Korean Games. Now, this person in Milwaukee right here and everything, and that's what it was. It involves police, like shooting these people, and most of these cases, like I said, they're justifiable, because I'm saying a lot of these times, I'm saying, they could have been civil, it could have been compliant and things, that everything like that, but no, they chose to let that pride kick in. Being hard headed and stuff like that. Like pointing guns at police. Now, come on, police are authorized to. I'm saying authorized to use force to take you down and things like that. Deadly force. I'm saying, if the situation deemed necessary. So if you're like pointing a gun at police right here and everything, man, don't be surprised. If you get shot. But Black Lives Matter, it's like they see that, but it's like they take every opportunity they can to like, oh, see, cops are racist, all this right here and everything, to get the ignorant side of black people riled up, because that's all they basically need. They just need that one push, to just, oh yeah, they just go right there. Next thing you know, you got black people blocking street, you got black people causing chaos, all this ruckus now in Milwaukee, doing all this rioting and things like that. What? Because this one guy right here, you know, um, doing all this crazy stuff. I'm saying, then pointing guns at police. And before that, there were murders that went down. Black people actually got killed before this one guy got shot by the police. But Black Lives Matter didn't say nothing about that, didn't even mention those people. Because, in their mind, black on black crime is a myth. But it's like as soon as this guy gets taken down by the cops, justifiably and things like that, now everybody want to sit up here and they want to scream Black Lives Matter. They want to act the fool and they want to sit up here and cause all this chaos, riot, and things like that, tearing up their own community at that. I'm saying, like, really, and they wonder what's wrong with the black communities right now, why they're so run down, why they're so ghetto and hood, because like black people like this, who don't try to better themselves, who don't try to better community. They're always constantly tearing it up and keeping each other down. That's the reason why the black communities can never prosper.
I agree. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Do you believe that America is heavily influenced by feminism?
Uh, it's heavy influenced by a lot of things, Yeah, with feminism, with social justice, it's like right now, America is basically running on feelings.
That's true. But I mean, I feel like it's always been that way. It's just getting worse. But I think
Hmm.
America has always surrounded by feelings. I mean, even when you listen to British people or talking about the differences between American television or like reality people, or it's kind of like Americans, they are more emotional and more this and that, while in England, they tend to behave more stoic. Or it's kind of like it's deleted now, but a Japanese woman was trying to explain the differences between American behavior and Japanese behavior. And I'm just getting, even when talking to different people, that Americans come across as more emotional.
Hmm. Yeah, very emotional. It's like, man, everything is based upon feelings right now. It's like you can't really do anything, or you can't really make any laws without somebody claiming,
Yeah,
like, complaining about it.
yeah,
Like, oh, this law is racist, this law is sexist, this law, I'm saying, discriminates, this right here and that and everything. It's like I'm saying, America right now is just so spoiled and narcissistic. It's like, ah,
yeah, it's just that I think it's always been that way. Maybe not to this extent. I don't think it's been this bad. Like this is like the worst we've ever been. But
hmm,
America has, in my opinion, has always been uh, emotional. Like people wouldn't describe us as a stoic country or a country where people are very reserved. That's the reason why to us the Japanese are reserved and unemotional as opposed to normal. I mean, that's why they tend to get characterized that way. When really, maybe they're not the reserved. Maybe we are the ones that are just really emotional because looking at
hmm.
feminism and just social justice, I wish people would, dial it back.
I know if there's anything, like I said, if you compare America to Japan, like Japan is more basically more disciplined, while the USA is overprivileged, basically, there is just so much privilege here in the United States of America. Like even people who sit up here and complain that talking about, oh, we're not free, we can't do this, we can't do that. Yes, you can do anything you can want to in America. A lot of times you just don't want to. Like nobody. I'm saying nobody's stopping anybody here in the United States from doing what they want, when they want, how they want it. Now I'm saying nobody's really stopping. Nobody's stopping them. Anybody from being what I'm saying, being anything in this world. I'm saying, they have all the opportunity. They have all the education, all the technology. All these federal loans and things like that to go to school and to become all these things. I'm saying all these great things in the world. Half of them just take that opportunity and they squander it, and then when the opportunity is gone, then they want to complain.
Yeah, people like in Black Lives Matter. They just want to make demands.
Yeah, that's all it is. Most of the people in Black Lives Matter just basically want to sit on their ass and hold out their hands. Like, gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, gimme, we're oppressed. Oh, gimme, we've been slaves for 400 years. No, our ancestors were slaves over 400 years. We were born into fucking privilege. Like, we have not slaved not fucking once. We have not stood in no cotton fields. We have not got our back beats not once. If there's anything right now, a lot of people in Black Lives Matter in the black community right now, I'm saying, you look at them right now, it's like the reason why they're there is because they want to be there. It's like they have all the opportunity from the moment they're born to better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things that our ancestors fought for, fought for the right to go to school, fought for fought for everything that we're doing right now to live amongst all these races in perfect harmony for what Dr. Martin Luther King, died, he died. He protested for and all this right here and everything in a civilized way, in a non-violent way. But now you look at today. It's like, man, if Dr. Martin Luther King was here right now, man, I just wonder how he would act to the way that if he would see the Black Lives Matter movement.
Me see the Boondocks.
Mhm.
Boondocks.
Yeah, I remember a lot of in a lot of streams. Like they were missing that a whole lot. Now I do remember that episode. It's like, man, I can imagine that's exactly what it would be like right there. It's like, man, like I had a dream and y'all just fucking it up. It's like,
Yeah, but now people, I know it's kind of like a Gazi so Black Hitler. He's calling like Martin Luther King a coon, like that coon Martin Luther King, or that like that.
oh, I can't stand Gaza, man. Gaza is such a faggot drama queen, man. Gaza do all this shit. Gaza do all this shit just for attention. He do this stuff for attention, and he's trying to bank off of this. He's trying to benefit off this whole entire thing. Like, yo, oh, they trying to keep the black people down and all this right here and everything. Trying to get people to go to this whatever this website he be trying to promote on his damn channel and stuff like that, where they can donate and all this stuff. See, this is the type of people that Booker T. Washington warned us about. If you ever look at one of his quotes that basically say, there's that type of black person that that they'll see black people trying to get better, but they don't want them to get better. They want all this stuff to keep going around. They want them to keep thinking, oh, the white man is racist. Oh, the white man is trying to keep us down. The white man is trying to kill us and all this right here and everything. Just for the simple fact that, that as long as it keeps going on, that's how they make their money. That's how they stay relevant. People like Ghazi and Black Lives Matter and Reverend Al Sharpton, all this right here and everything, Jesse Jackson, they do all this stuff basically because it's all they know. It's how they know how to make their money. They make their money through this supposed racism, and that's what gets on my nerves. Me as a black person myself, who actually works and earn his keep, to make a comeuppance in this world while getting along with everybody, no matter what race. It's like me, I'm a pretty laid back person. You get along with me, I get along with you. But you got people like this, that give black people a very, very bad name. And I'm not the type of person like I try not to be the type of person to judge, a whole just because of one ignorant ass person. But it's like I'm more quick to judge you by individuals, like, hey, you good to me, I'm good to you. Like that's when I speak out against feminism and things like that. It's like, I'm mostly talking about the rabbit side of feminism. Now, if you like get me like one on one with a decent feminist, like who sees certain things a certain way, but they're also like quick to look at both sides of the coins and be like, you know what, I understand this right here and everything, but I can also look at it from your point of view. Then we're all good if everybody can just sit down and just talk and be civilized. But you got one side that's basically talking about, oh, we're oppressed, oh, we're this, oh, we're that, and that shit just works my damn nerves.
Let's see. What aspects of feminism do you see in America that you would like to see changed or removed?
Let's see, man, where do I even freaking start?
You can
Well, for number one, they can stop. They can stop talking about this damn wage gap because it doesn't fucking exist. It's not a wage gap. It's basically an earnings gap. It's like if me and a woman like start the same job, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna start making this. We're gonna start out making the same damn pay. It's gonna be what we do as time goes by that separates us. It's not like just because just because I'm a man and they're a woman that that I'm gonna get paid more simply because I'm a man.
What do you think of the alt-right?
What?
The alt-right.
Uh, I really haven't got that much familiar with that. Like, explain that one to me.
So far, from what I got from the alt-right, is that they think that black people have the IQ of 80 and they're for segregation. That's all I got from them.
Oh Lord.
But it's the new stink now. It's like really new. And,
like I said, I'm saying black people are capable of doing anything in this world that everybody else is doing. They just everybody's like that. They just gotta want to do it.
okay. Do you wish more Americans were interested in politics?
I say politics right now with everything that's going on right now between Hillary and Trump, it's like, whoo, good Lord. Everybody talking about like, who you voting for? I'm like, really, do I have to? Like I said, if I have to, man, it's like I would be, like black people gonna hate this. I will be voting for Donald Trump because I just can't see Hillary Clinton, with the way things are going with her. It's like, it's like a recipe for disaster. It's like Hillary is the type, like I said, like basically, will run the country based upon her feelings and things like that. She spends most of her time pandering than she does at trying to fix like actual topics, actual like, situations and things like that.
Do you lean more? I guess you kind of already answered that. But I mean, if it wasn't like Trump or Hillary, like if
Mm.
people stuck to the values of the party, then do you lean more towards Republican or Democrats?
And I lean more towards Republican because like I don't know, Democrats just tend to pander too much and they tend to like it's like they don't try to help people like make a come up, is they just basically like sit up here and like pander to them like, oh, such and such and this and that and everything, and like they're giving them this, they're giving them so much, so many hand me downs and things like that. And it's like with this generation right now, if you keep giving, if you keep on pandering and giving people so much stuff that they haven't earned, of course they're not going to get up off their ass and earn their keep. And that's what Democrats mainly do. It's like they handicap the United States more than anything. While the Republicans will tell you, you know what, get up off your ass and earn it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I do think that for a long time, not just this election, but I do think for a long time, the Democrats have been pandering to voters. Speaking of which, how did you feel about Barack Obama's presidency?
No, when Barack Obama became president, it's like, yeah, I was excited because I'm like, man, the first black president, man. It's like, oh man, that's like, that's quite a, like a milestone right there, though. And it was just basically like, all right, let's see what he's gonna do. It's like, so for the first, like, first like 2 to 3 years, like, yeah, I was down with him. It's like, he was doing a whole lot of things, like, creating jobs, and then that thing, with Bin Laden, like say, took him out right there. So he was doing a good job, but coming second term, it started really going downhill for him.
Mm.
Especially like now with this thing with ISIS and thing with the Muslims and all the refugees and all this right here and everything. Ugh.
Yeah, so you did that.
It's like
Barack Obama's also guilty of that pandering, or
I say, yeah, yeah, I say a little bit, you know.
mm. um, when you hear these names, the first thing that comes to mind? Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, Like I said, he would have been a better candidate than Hillary Clinton.
Ted Cruz.
Uh,
Oh, were you done with Bernie Sanders? We could go
yeah.
if you weren't done.
No. It's like what you say?
Ted Cruz.
I say Ted Cruz. Saying, I think he would have made he probably would have made a better, more serious candidate than Donald Trump. It's like, like Trump, Trump has great speeches and things like that. And Trump is a great businessman, but I'm not pretty sure, how it will come like with the presidency and things like that. Like right now between Trump and Hillary, in my opinion, neither one is like, a great, a great fitting candidate. But compared to both of them, it's like, Trump seemed like, he got more to it to like, fixing like finances and things like that, like creating better jobs and mostly, stopping all this pandering and actually getting America, off of its lazy ass and actually, earning its keep. That's what I mainly like about him because, it's like Trump don't look like the type of person that's going to sit up here and pander, to people who just want to continue to sit on their ass and hold their hands out and talk about, gimme, gimme, gimme.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about like Hillary Clinton? Like, what are the type of thoughts that run through your head? Both the good, the bad. Like, you can go on and on about the bad. I don't care.
Oh man, when it comes to Hillary Clinton, I think about the time when she was the first lady with Bill Clinton. It's like you've seen her say and do so many goddamn things that when you look back on time, it's like you motherfucking hypocrite. Like how with this whole thing with rape and things like that, this whole listen and believe thing that they've been pushing, talking about like rape survivors should be believed. But when your husband was accused of raping and all this right here with all these ladies back in his president with Paula Jones and Monica Lewinsky and all that right there. It's like, you were saying that all these women were liars. All they were doing was just trying to ruin Bill's legacy and his career and stuff like that. And she was doing everything in her power to shut them up because, hey, Hillary was like she was like the first lady in the White Office. Like, she ain't finna let these women fuck that up for us. So she's like, man, y'all shut the fuck up. I'm the first lady. It's like, but now it's like, she's trying to get, even bigger. She's trying to get in the president, she's trying to get in the president's chair. So she knows, like, in order to get the votes and things like that, with this society, she has to pander. She has to basically tell people what they want to hear. And right now, what everybody wants to hear is like, oh, what was you? Oh, you're a victim. You should be believed. If you should be believed if you accuse somebody of rape. Oh, you should be believed. Black Lives Matter and all this right here and everything that everybody wants to freaking hear. But it's like in the end, it's all just talk, just so she can get into the presidency.
Have you heard about how Hillary Clinton got a pedophile off prison, but she had to tell him how to pass a polygraph and had him take a polygraph again to get.
I heard about that. And I'm like, if that's true, man, that is some sick shit, man.
You can hear the audio.
Mm.
Like I was listening to the audio, and it's like this is terrible because she admitted to getting a pedophile off prison and telling him how to pass a polygraph, and how now she's afraid of polygraphs now because she just tells a pedophile how to pass one.
And this is the type of person we want to put in the Oval Office, like really. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention all the emails she deleted.
Well, she has a vagina.
That's what it basically was. It's like when it's all basically said and done, it's like that's what it basically is. We got that first black president. Now we're trying to get our first woman president, even if it's somebody that we know is not fucking capable, and especially like I'm saying, not the best, like not the best choice to be the first woman president. It's just the fact that all these feminists and SJWs, if they want to see this woman president, and that's what half of the women voters are basically voting for Hillary Clinton for, simply because she's a woman.
Um, People were saying though that people voted for Barack Obama simply because he's black, rather than
I believe it. I believe it.
like because even during the time when Obama was running, people even seen it was pulling a little bit of vote for Obama or you're racist. They didn't flat out say
Hmm.
it, of course not. They're not gonna flat out say it, but they were alluding to it. It's
Yeah.
yeah, they were hinting at it though.
Mhm.
So what do you think of Donald Trump?
Trump, like I said, like Trump is a great businessman. It's like Trump knows how to make money. He knows how to run businesses and things like that. Well, some of the time, but it's like as a president, I really don't know. It's like,
Yeah, I would
yeah.
rather have Ron Paul, to be honest, or maybe like Ted Cruz or Marco
Hmm.
Rubio.
Yeah, but like Donald Trump is like, yeah, he good. He good at fixing financial situations, but like, talking to like, like being the president, like, trying to keep the peace and things like that. Yeah, Trump don't look like that much of a. Trump is more of a shit, more of a shit talking shit starter than, a peace talker.
Mhm. Definitely, I think it's because he's good friends with the people of Breitbart. I read in an article where
Mhm.
they were saying that people in Breitbart have been encouraging Trump to be unabashedly himself. I could send a link to you
Mhm.
after this hangout if I find it. I had to look for it though. Let's see.
Yeah, knowing that Milo is like, a huge, Trump supporter and things like that, which a lot of people kind of hate him. Plus the fact, yeah, Milo does a lot of stuff that that gets under people's skin. But it's like I like him. He's cool, man. It was fucked up that they banned him off of Twitter, especially after that Leslie Jones shit that went down. It's like they were looking for an excuse to get rid of Milo, and Leslie gave them the motherfucking perfect excuse. Even though he's not the one that incited that shit that was going toward him.
They banned him for a bogus reason. I mean, did he send only one tweet to her saying
Yep.
"suck it up"? Like, I think he just said "suck it up,"
Hmm.
or "it's no big deal," and that's what they banned him for. They banned him for
That.
the dumbest reason ever.
Now, like I told you, man, like Twitter and Jack Dorsey, they were looking for a reason to get rid of Milo because Milo was such an influential person on Twitter, and it's like that's what it is, like when you got a punk ass SJW like Jack Dorsey, hey, who wants to basically, lead this whole SJW thing going on. Like they'll sit up here and they'll talk about it, that Twitter is such, like it's like a free speech platform and things like that. But it's anything but, because as soon as you say something that some of these crazy crybabies, these motherfucking snowflakes don't like, what's the first thing they do? They want to shadow ban you and they want to block you and they want to take you down. All because these snowflakes can't take they can't take the heat. They can dish it out, but they never can take it. That's what be tripping me out about some of these people of the world today.
Have you ever been, or are you currently are a Christian?
Yeah, it's like I'm a Baptist. Like yeah, I know. It's like yeah, it's like I'm a Baptist. I believe in God, but it's like I know a lot of I know a lot of atheist people, especially on YouTube that I've met. That they're atheists, but they're very very cool. You know, they're cool. They tell me the reason why they're atheists and all this right here and everything, and I'm like, that's good. Like and I really don't try to, like come at them like all Christian wise or nothing like that, talking about, oh, you should know what I'm saying, you're supposed to believe in Jesus because the Bible said this right here and that and everything. It's like I'm not gonna do that. Cause and the way I believe it is like, if we have to find, we have to find God and Jesus on it, on our own, like personally and things like that. Like it's all right to tell everybody about Jesus and like and by how you believe and things like that. But I'm not gonna sit up here and force them, like like how some Christian fanatics do, like like, oh, you should believe in Jesus or you're gonna go to hell. He's gonna damn you. You're gonna you all this right here. No, 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 no. Try to force, don't try to force God's will on everybody else, if they choose not to listen to it. Because when you try to force something on people, that's gonna make them resent it even more. It's like, yeah, with these ideologies right now, with feminism and SJWs and Black Lives Matter, when you try to force shit on people, people are gonna say like, hey man, fuck you.
Yeah, that's why there was this big atheist and Christian
Mm,
conflict on YouTube a few years back. Like I think it was 10 years ago. I mean, it went on for a good like 9 or 8 or 7 years. But that's how the
mm,
Amazing Atheist got popular. That's how Jacqueline Glenn and Mr. Epstein
mhm,
got popular. It's because Christians pushed their beliefs on people, and because Christians have pushed their beliefs on people, there has been this great atheist pushback because the atheists got tired, the atheists got fed up, and the atheists are like, we're gonna start making YouTube videos to let you know how much we hate this shit. And not only that, but I mean, um, people were sending them mail and they were like reading the messages they would get, like how people get fired from their jobs for being an atheist, or how people would get kicked out of their homes for being atheist. Like TJ talked about how he would get like 50 to 80 messages every single month about how being an atheist would ruin somebody's life because they'll get fired from their job, or they would get kicked out of their homes, or their family, they're not nice to them anymore.
mm. All right, well, that's pretty jacked up right there. It's like me. It's like I really don't care, like why. I do care what a lot of people believe in and things like that, but it's like if you believe in a certain type of thing but yet you're not being like a jackass about it and you're not trying to force that belief on somebody else, then yeah, it's all good. Like I said, like a lot of the YouTubers that I talk to and that we stream with a lot, like a lot of them, like they follow like the atheist narrative and things like that, but yet they're cool. They don't try to push atheism on me. I don't try to push Christianity on them. And we sit up there and we get along with each other and we talk. Like they don't say like they don't try to dog my religion. I don't try to dog their belief.
Mm, okay,
And that's how the whole thing should be.
I agree. Is there anything you wish your audience knew about you? And while I'm saying that, does anybody
Mm.
have any questions for your boy Pat? This is a good time to type your questions to Pat while he's still here. But Pat, what do you wish your audience knew about you?
What people know about me is that yeah, I'm a pretty laid back person. I'm easy to talk to. Like if I talk about something in my videos that you think I'm wrong about, like it's like let me know. Like like in my comment section or like email me. I always put my Twitter, I'll put my email out there so people can like get in contact with me, like whether they disagree, if they disagree or they agree with my with what I'm talking about and things like that. And I'm always willing to listen. I'm not gonna sit up there and like listen to what you got to say and be like, well, you're an idiot, and just write it off. But the I think the thing that really gets on me is like when I talk about a certain issue and all they do is like they'll come into my comment section and they'll just slang insults. They'll just say, "Oh, you're this, you're that," and they won't say, "Well, why do you think I'm this and that?" Just basically be singing like insults, like if you see my Korean Games video, like as soon as I talked about that and I gave my little opinion on it, what went down and everything, what all you see? Coon, house nigga, this and that and everything, from all these, like profiles, which most of them, which a lot of them were like trolls, basically, people just making profiles and, just to come like dislike, dislike your video and just leave, shitty ass comments and things like that in hopes of getting a rise out of you.
Yeah, one of the
But I'm just a pretty laid back person.
one other things that annoy me is that how people think that insults are arguments. Like they'll just
Mm,
insult people, and I don't know what their goal is. It's kind of like I hate it for anybody because it's kind of like I would look at feminist pages to like feminist YouTube channels, and I probably don't like the feminists. I probably don't care about the feminists, but you're an idiot
mm,
isn't an argument. I would rather see an argument or good points than insults
hmm.
because I think that is why things have been increasingly worse for
Yeah.
men. And the things are, that's why feminism is, everything is leaning more into their favor, you know? You
Oh
know,
yeah, like if I like watching like a feminist or an SJW video that I don't like, it's like for number one, I'll dislike it, but I'll leave something in the comment section. I'll tell them the reason why I didn't like it, because of this and that and everything, and I will, I'll just prove my point, and whether they decide to listen to it. But I'm not just gonna sit up here, well, oh, well, you're just a cunt, you're just a rainbow haired harpy, you're just one of these, like insult. That's an insult. That's an insult. Like slinging insults and just basically leaving them at that, without basically sitting up there and like basically telling people like why you didn't like their arguments or why you didn't like their video or their opinions and all that right there. It's just stupid on both sides, really. Like
yeah, Reaper says WWE or WWF.
oh wrestling.
Yes,
Oh yeah, man. It was much better when it was the WWF. Now that they've turned WWE, it's like it ain't what it used to be, man. I wish they could go back to the Attitude Era.
um,
That was the best. That was the best time in wrestling. Besides me, besides my childhood growing up.
the Orange asks, Pat, would you say that religion isn't so much a problem, but organized religions' tendency to push their beliefs on others, such as the infamous "you are going to hell" justification?
I hate it when Christians do that right there, man. Like like if they do encounter atheists, if they do encounter somebody who doesn't believe in God and things like that, I hate that you going to hell. I do not like that. I'm not the type of person that'll do that. It's like when I'm confronted by atheists, like like on YouTube or in real life, I just sit up there and basically ask them why. Because I know a handful of atheists out here where I live at, in real life. I work with a few, and they tell me the reason why they're atheists, and they said they have no problem with like with Christians or other religions and things like that, so long as they respect their beliefs. And I'm like, cool. That's how it should be right there. It shouldn't be like, oh, God gonna strike you down. Oh, you going to hell for this. Oh, you're a sinner. Oh, you're this right here. No, 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 no. Don't do that. I feel like, like if God really want to show them, like I'm saying, the true way, he'll do it. He'll do it. We don't have to sit up here, and do it for God. He'll do it himself.
Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions for your boy Pat? But anyway, to what you were saying earlier, I just it really does bother me. It's kind of like I would look at feminist pages like Sammy, and she didn't get much constructive criticism to her feminist ideology. Sammy, she
Mm,
just got a bunch of insults. So eventually she disabled comments. She disabled the up down votes. You know, she just but
No,
it's
when you do that, you just basically, I'm saying anything that you talk about, anything you argue about right now, it ain't credible no more. Like I said, if you put
yeah,
it,
but
if you
yeah,
put it to the fact where you disable comments and you disable the like and dislikes, I'm like, you just basically, I'm saying, you censored everybody, but you also censored yourself. Like, can't nobody take you seriously if you just,
yeah, but at the
if you're not up for a debate.
I read through her comments and it was just insults. It wasn't any, I didn't see any constructive criticisms. All I saw was insults. And she does, according to her, she makes videos for herself, her friends, for her family. And
Well,
that's why it's public. It's public so her friends and her family could easily see it instead of putting it on unlisted and individually giving.
that's what I'm saying. Well, she should like make them unlisted and just personal, like and link them to like her family and things like that. But when you put things out there in public for the whole world to see,
She
yeah,
should, she should not
people
make,
are gonna react.
she's just trying to make it convenient for her friends and family, though. That's what she's trying to do. Make it convenient for her family and friends and family to see it. But she says that her videos are for herself, and all of the comments were just insults. None of it was, very few of it was constructive criticisms.
I'm like, but it's like that's one of the that's one of the things that you one of the risks that you take right there when you enter the YouTube world. Like, when you put your opinions out there, some people are gonna like it and some people are not gonna like it. And yeah, you're gonna get your fair amount of trolls. You're gonna get your fair amount of, I'm saying, of insults and people, who are gonna basically, tell you and say a lot of things that you might not like and you might not want to hear. That's one of the that's one of the things that you gotta take, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's like me when I entered the YouTube community with my beliefs and what I stand for and things like that. I know that if for every video I put out there, somebody's gonna like it, somebody's not gonna like it. And 9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna come at me with an insult. Like, like when I talk about Black Lives Matter, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get somebody who's gonna call me a coon, a house nigga, a uncle, Uncle Tom and things like that. I already know that's gonna happen, but yet I still do it.
I think it's because YouTube is not a career for her. She's not doing it for anybody else other than herself.
Mm.
It's for herself, her family, her friends. She's not really interested in getting popular or making money off it. She's doing it as a record for herself. So she's not trying to be a part of any community.
Well, I'm saying, well, she can make like a personal video diary or something like that. But it's like when you get on YouTube and I'm saying, you spout your opinion and you make that stuff public, yeah, people are gonna, freaking. But if you just, but if she's just basically on there and she's spouting her opinions and things like that, and people like, and she disabled her comments and her ups and downs, it's like, to me, that's like, you want people to listen to you, but you want to shut them up. Like, shut up and listen to me. Like, like,
Uh, uh, I guess we had to agree to disagree because I had to go by her very words, and
mm,
according to her own words, she has it there for her friends and her family to see, and that's the only reason why it's public for her friends and family. And if you're trying to have it for your friends and family, you probably don't want to send all of your relatives, especially if you have a lot of relatives. You
mm.
probably don't want to send each and every single aunt, uncle, and cousin an individual link. You probably would just rather have an easy access. Your
Oh,
relative.
so she doesn't have to spend, take that extra mile to like, send, send certain people that she want them to see the video, the link and things like that.
Yeah,
So it's like kind of like, so it's kind of like cutting down the work time, and
yeah,
not going that extra.
Yeah,
that extra step.
cut down the word time because if you put something unlisted so that your friends and family could see, if you have a lot of relatives, it could be an hour probably. If you have a lot of friends and family members, so instead of just spending an hour giving everybody an unlisted link, it would be a lot more easier to just have it public. And that's why I think that some people just have their videos on public, and when people don't leave constructive criticism, where it's kind of like, well, the reason I disagree with you and have it really constructive and bring out good points, I think that's what
Mm.
ends up having people just disable it because people they say that I don't mind criticism, but none of it is constructive. It's all insults instead of persuading me to think differently.
But still, it's like, to me, it's like when you silence everybody else and things like that, that basically, like, that, to me myself, I can't take anybody who silence the audience. I can't take them seriously. So even if she has some videos out there where she made good points and things like that, I couldn't take her seriously because she disabled comments. She has basically shut everybody up.
Well, again, I had to go by a person's word and I can't just pretending like I know what they're thinking. Their word is all I've got. And according to her, it's for her friends and her family. She doesn't really want an audience. She wants it's for her friend and her family.
Then I said, and why is she on YouTube?
I think it's because people just want to have a video diary instead of taking the
Uh,
time to write one. Where you had to get a pen, a paper, and I mean that would be kind of
mm,
inconvenience if you want to show something for your friends and
mm.
your family. At least if it's in a video, people could just listen to you instead of trying to writing a diary and passing
I know, but it's like,
you know,
but it's like if she ever, I'm saying, so it's like if she doesn't want to be taken seriously, I can I can kind of understand that, but it's like if she's doing making these videos and expecting people to take her seriously, then it's like nobody's gonna take her seriously because she done censored them.
yeah.
She done shut them up.
Yeah, I just had to go by what a person's words say because then you're delving into mind reading and acting like you know somebody else's intentions. I just had to go
Mm.
by a person's word and their claims until proven otherwise.
I know that's like me making my videos right now. Even like if I sit up here and I talk and I give like decent opinions and things like that, but yet you can't dislike, you can't comment things like that. Like, are you really gonna take me seriously no matter what I say?
Yeah, but if you don't care about any of that, if you don't want an audience, if you don't care, if you make videos for your
Uh,
children and you don't even want an audience, you don't want to be part of the YouTube community, it's just for your children, your family, and your friends, then would you
uh,
really care that people don't care about your opinions? You may be like, well, if you don't like it, go elsewhere.
like I said, if she doesn't care what people think about her opinions and things like that, yeah, then it's all good. But it's like
Yeah, because she seems to be happier with a smaller channel. She was like, she seems to be happy having a
she
small
just
channel.
so she just need a place to vent. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I get. I mean, again, I can't pretend like I know what she's thinking. The only person who knows the truth is her. I just have to go by her word for it. And, I'm just not going to delve into mind reading and act like I know what she's
Mhm.
really thinking or what her.
I know because nobody can really do that.
Yeah, I just had to go by her word unless somebody could prove that she's lying, either by going to her Twitter or if she contradicts herself in a video. Other than that, I just
Mm.
had to go by her word. Well,
Yeah, no.
it's
What up?
it seems like nobody has any more questions for you, so I guess I'll just
Uh,
end it here.
As if they have questions, they can, they know how to get a hold of me. It's like they can reach me on Twitter at your boy Pat47, or they can reach my email, Patrick_Henderson2000 at yahoo.com. Those are the best places to get on me. Or, check out my channel on YouTube, hit me up in the comments section.
Oh yeah, I put your channel and your Twitter in the description.
I hope like, they'll check out my other content that that all the other things that I'm doing. When I'm not basically, like speaking my opinions as myself, I do my character Psycho Rick, which I'm starting to get into more because, I just ordered like a pair of contact lenses, they're white, so they give me kind of like a little spooky eye thing. So I'm kind of, delving into that character more and, trying to make more episodes, featuring him. And plus with my little shout out vid series where I'm basically, shouting out all the YouTube people that I've met, these past, these past couple of years, ever since I like started getting on YouTube and started making videos. I've met so many people and I've been on so many streams. It's like, man,
Yeah.
you be
Do you have any final words? Like any last things you like to say that you really want to get out there, or any last words at all? It could be something
uh,
silly.
basically it's like, like just like how they always say, life is too short to spend it, pissed off about, like a lot of things that everybody take for granted in the world. It's like, the world is never going to be perfect. So it's like, when you got feminist SJWs and Black Lives Matter acting the way they're acting, trying to create this perfect utopia where they're given anything that they want, when they want, how they want it, and they don't have to lift a finger or do anything to earn it. It's like, I'm saying they're gonna spend most of their time being miserable than happy. And it's like I try to spend my life being happy, but when I go to my day-to-day life and things like that, yeah, everything is all fine and good. But every once in a while, you encounter these crazes and they bring you down. It's like, you say your piece, but it's like basically, like live your life, man. Live it happy. And if you do need to vent, like, do like a lot of us do, create a YouTube channel, like, voice your opinions and things like that. And if people, comment, whether they like or they don't like it, it's like, use it as a way to like, exercise that craziness, like everything that you've been building up inside, use that and just get it on out there. Great therapy. I'm just saying, everybody just needs to be happy, love one another, man, and just get along because, the world is not bad. It's just, some people are just mental in the head. And I know I'm kind of one of them, as you see, yeah. I have a character named Psycho Rick, so
All right. So with that, we're done. Thank you, everybody who watched, especially for those of you who watched all the way through. Thank you for all the people who share my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.
all right, I'll see y'all, everybody.